Hey guys, welcome back. Come back to T2SMC Trader. Hope everyone is safe, and I also hope that nobody is going to judge me. And I wish that all of you will believe me, whatever I will say, because I tried to do the things the way so that you guys can believe me. But still, if you don't believe me, I really don't have anything to do. I will try my level best so that you guys can believe me. I will show you everything. Just before that, I would love to come to the morning session. This one, I will talk about this as well as. Just would love to come around this morning session a bit. We were expecting that today is gonna be a expansion day, and we are also expecting that this market will come until the -2 standard deviation, which I will show you a bit later. This is the lunch hour, exactly 11:30 a.m. candle. So around this lunch hour, some of you started to think that it's gonna be dumb. Okay, this market is going to fall. Of course it could fall, there's nothing wrong. But I guess you can hear me. Just let me know that beforehand. If you can hear me, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep saying. Okay, thank you, Khalid, for confirming that you guys can hear me. So I was not interested to look for any kind of sell. By the way, around the lunch hour, it could fall. I didn't have any problem with that. I am only interested to trade from 12:50. The PM session start for me around 12:50. So I will talk about this area. But just remember, this was the run around the lunch hour. So I would love to go to the 1 minute chart now. If you come here to this 1 minute chart, you will be able to see that this was the run before actually falling this market. That was the run, took the liquidity, trade the 15-minute bullish fair value gap, gave the market structure shift, which is one of the best market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, look at the run. It was so beautiful, so elegant, just looking like wow. I was not able to trade this market. I was exactly in front of my chart. So I actually prayed just right now. I was watching this whole market. Whatever was happening, I was watching them. That was the perfect 22 YT model. Worked so beautifully over there. So beautifully, this market has provided the run. I was not able to trade over here. My session start exactly around 12:50. So this is that 12:50 candle. Okay. So around 12:50, you can see there is a, now I will show you the markings. Okay, a lot of markings, actually don't get confused. This is the markings. Just let me keep it here. Market structure shift, fair value gap, immediate reaction, it should work. You can see that in this area market didn't take any kind of liquidity, so it was a market structure shift. We know that this market is coming for that line, so it is going for that line. It doesn't need to touch it, but it should go for that line. So I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. I'm only interested to look for buy. Only buy is valid to me. No sell is valid to me. So I am watching for a buy. So some of you can think that, oh, this market came very premium, now it will fall. No, it's an expansion day. So you have to understand that what is that expansion day means. That means until it reach to the next level, you can't frame any kind of sell. Even if you would love to frame any sell, you have to depend on the 15-minute chart at least to find out that sell. That means the 15-minute chart has to tell you that it is bearish now. Maybe there will be a bear setup, there will be some kind of bearish fair value gap or something like that. Still, there was nothing. So there is no need to think about the bearishness. It is a bullish market. Coming to this 1 minute chart one more time, why I always tell you to wait. The first job is liquidity taken. This was the low. By the way, this is the 15-minute gap. I'm going to remove it. Okay. This was the swing low, just one swing low. Market failed to take that swing low. Give me one of the best market structure shift, fair value gap. Everything was perfect. It is a bullish market. I know that. Should I go for that trade? Now I'm coming to my execution. As I told you, you have to believe me. If you don't believe me, I can't continue this conversation. Okay. So you can see this is that market structure shift. After shifting this market, okay, this was the candle. That is the market structure shift candle. This is the market structure shift candle. The very next candle tapped to this gap. I didn't push the button here. Next candle didn't push the button. Then the third candle, look where I pushed the button here. The market was around there. That was my actually the limit order. When the market came here, then I put the limit order over there. so that you guys can believe me that I didn't want to push the button over here, just push the button to show you that if I don't wait for the liquidity taken, what can happen. And later it will be much more clear to you when I'll go step by step. That is why I pushed the button over here, or the limit order, whatever you say, it was over there, so that you can understand that it is always important to take the liquidity. If the market doesn't take the liquidity, you should not go for that trade. I pushed the button here. My stop loss was below this low, which was actually the low which has made the market structure shift, as there is no there is no, what to say, I mean, the kind of liquidity taken or something like that. So I just put my stop loss. You can see here I got stopped out just below this low over here. I got my stopped out around that area. Look what happened after that. Market has cleared the liquidity. Now the liquidity is cleared. What I'm looking for, of course, buy. Only buy is valid to me. Market has cleared the liquidity. Let me remove this. Market has cleared the liquidity. This is the candle where here is actually the consecutive candle, because this candle has closed above this candle. So this two consecutive candle is my order block. So sometimes on my YouTube morning session, you saw that I told that this is one of the best order block. So take the entry from the order block if you want. But sometimes you can think that, oh, okay, he's not pushing the button, so he doesn't believe in that. No, I believe in that team. Why this is the best order block? Now I have to come to this 15-minute chart. If I come to the 15-minute chart, which is here, look, this is that sell side liquidity. It is marked over here, and this is that same thing. Okay, same thing over here. This candle low and that candle high, there is a gap. It is called the fair value gap. I'm going to mark with the volume imbalance. There is a small volume imbalance. So this is the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Okay, so don't worry, I'll show you everything. So this is that 15-minute bullish fair value gap. This is called two time frame order block. One minute chart and 15-minute chart. Market trade that bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart. It is one of my best or strongest fair value gap. I ever believe in this type of fair value gap. That candle, that specific candle has validated this consecutive order block as valid order block. Look, I pushed my button from that order block. My stop loss was just 2 tick below this low, that candle low, just 2 tick below that candle, not below this low, 2 tick below that order block. I pushed the button from the order block, and until here, which is written around this area, 20 handle from the order block. This is the PM session, and PM session a bit slow market. I should go for the 15 handle partial, but I wanted to take the 20 handle partial. Okay, that is why I put my limit order over there. Now you can argue with me that why 15 handle. Look at the stop loss. What I'm going to say here, if I take my entry over there and I put my stop loss just 2 tick below that candle, which is here, if I go for that 15 handle, okay, so something like 15 handle should be 1 tick above here, so 8 handle and 50 ticks. So yeah, it's not 1:2, but your target, I mean, sorry, stop loss is 8 handle, 2 tick. What is wrong with that 15 handle to take the partial? You know that the PM session is slow. It's not that much volatile. So it is always better to take the partial around 15 handle around the PM session. That is by the way, I put it around 20 handle. So I believe that it will give me the 20 handle. If it doesn't, I'll get stopped out. I'll explain everything over here. Now that was the order block things with the two time frame, which I called the one of the best order block. Market tapped to this order block. Yeah, it was bit volatile. It come back again to this 15-minute bullish fair value gap to the top, and then it went higher. When it went higher, it has built the 22 YT model. Okay, this is the 22 YT model. Why? This is a swing high which is valid for shifting market structure inside this fair value gap. What happened at first? Market has cleared the sell side liquidity. You can see clearly it has cleared the sell side liquidity over here. After clearing the sell side liquidity, what a beautiful market structure shift. Entry fair value gap, breakaway gap, stop loss below the low which has cleared the liquidity. So if I would love to take the entry from this area, which is also an immediate reaction, and put my stop loss below this low, just 2 tick below that low, it is still 15 handle, something like that. And here, this is that 20 handle. You can see here 20 handle from the 22 YT model. So I would love to hold that 20 handle. Okay. I wanted, I didn't want to push the button. Better later, I thought that when I will come tomorrow's live, nobody will believe me that there was a 22 YT model, and I was confident about that 22 YT model. That was the market structure shift. That is why I pushed the button again. So here I didn't put the limit order. Instead, I pushed the button. So that is why it's showing that my entry is over here. But trust me, when it tapped to the high of this gap, I clicked my button, or I pushed my button. I took the entry around this area. Okay. So this is two different entry. First from the order block entry, as I was already in this trade. So you are seeing that it's an pyramiding. Okay. Then this market went higher, cleared this line, which is clean highs over here. That was the line which was the extreme high before the setup. So I marked it here. Body has to close above this line to trail the stop loss. My stop loss was here around this area. That was my stop loss. So when the body has closed above this line, I trailed my stop loss over here. Now in this area, I would love to add something. Until here, everything is clear, guys. Is everything is clear? How for this market fall? It went through this breakaway gap. I believe there is some kind of sniper entry or something. I don't know exactly, but maybe there is sniper line. So those guys who were with me yesterday, maybe you have found the sniper line trade around this area. I would love to add this discount week. That is the discount week which ICT is working right now. So I wanted to observe these things. So this is that discount week. You can see this the upper quadrant of the discount week. Okay, so 75. See, upper quadrant. How beautifully this market respected the upper quadrant over here. By the way, guys, I'm not reading your comments. So if you are writing something, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm not seeing your comment. This is the upper quadrant of that discount week, which has traded the fair value gap, and a I mean, kind of beautiful week. Okay, it has traded the upper quadrant. Body has perfectly respected the upper quadrant, went through this area. That was the order block. Actually, I was believing this order block, but later it has violated the order block. Unfortunately, it has violated the order block. Now when I told that when the body will close above this line, I should move my stop loss. Where should I put my stop loss? My stop loss has to be below this candle, which is the order block. It should be that stop loss. I didn't do that. I put it below here. Just I was afraid if I get stopped out over here, whatever I'm going to say to you, nobody will believe me. Just because of that, I didn't put my stop loss to the break, I mean, to the below of that order block. And in that type of situation, maybe I would get stopped out around this area. Either way, I was afraid that you guys won't believe me. That is why I put my stop loss here instead of below this order block. Otherwise, I would put my stop loss one tick or two tick below that order block by believing that this market is not going to come back again to this order block or to the min threshold of the order block, as the min threshold has been maybe already traded somewhere. Oh, okay, the min threshold has been didn't trade, but maybe it will trade the min threshold of that order block. I wouldn't be in this trade. Fortunately, I'm still in this trade because I wanted to show you the things. That is why I didn't put my stop loss to the below that order block. Instead, I put it below this area. Now I can simply put it to the break even because this market went too far. That was the order block. I was believing that it is going to hold the market. This is the candle around 2 p.m. Okay, so this is the area where it's 2 p.m. So the macro gave me the opposite volatility, came back again until this last fair value gap, which is through that 22 YT model. This is the breakaway gap, came until exactly to that 50% of that breakaway gap. So all of this run, see this run, we have to went through this run. I mean this candle. We should close, think that there is no this type of candle. So later actually it came to this entry fair value gap and reach until the breakaway gap. Why this is important? Why that is important? If I put my stop loss over there at the beginning and I got stopped out around this area, I would go for the re-entry from this entry fair value gap around this area. I would go for the re-entry because I would see that this whole thing is the inducement liquidity. Instead of that, I would I would remove them. Would see that this is the first time it has traded the fair value gap, which is entry fair value gap, and also perfectly respected the breakaway gap, constant crossman. So while this candle would close above this entry fair value, able to take re-entry around this area. Okay. Now all you can see, then perfectly market respected this order block, and now it is going. Okay, by the way, I got partial from the order block. Okay, this is the partial from the order block, and this is the partial from the 22 YT model. The model I have shown you here, this is that 22 YT model. This is that partial which should be already taken. There you go. And I put my target actually over there. This PM session, what is wrong? Okay, some of you can think that okay, I have resetted the account and I'm showing you this. No, around this morning session, if you were with me, I took that trade. So that was the trade I took around the morning session. I showed you this order block, same logic. I pushed the button from this order block, not there. Okay, this order block, I pushed the button from this order block. That was the same logic around this order block. As I was doing the 22 YT model, I didn't push the button from that order block. But here, as I was alone and I thought that I will come tomorrow to show you everything, that is why I pushed the button from the order block, of course, consecutive order block, and then I hold the trade here, and let's see if it can give me the target until this area. I put it randomly. Okay, it's I don't have any idea that it will reach over here or not. I just put it randomly. I can simply put it here right now because this market went too far. So if it doesn't hit my target, maybe I'll get stopped out over here. I have no idea what is this level, nothing. I just randomly put it. My entry was from this consecutive order block, which is here, and from there to until this area is kind of 36 handle or something like that. If it takes me, I'm happy with that. Otherwise, this is that 20 handle from the 22 YT model. This is the order block trade. Whatever I told you here, I promise to Allah, nothing I told wrong. Okay, I mean, nothing I lied over you over here. Everything I told you, absolutely right. Absolutely the things I was thinking, everything I have just explained over here. If you think this is a very difficult price action, you're wrong. First of all, what should you think? Is this bullish market or is this bearish market? Market went too far, right? It came today's market, Monday market. There is no news. Still, this market came until here. It went too much deep premium. Now you should think about the sell. No, your next level is here. I showed you that -2 standard deviation. I'm not thinking it is going to hold the market. I'm not thinking that, but it can give me some kind of reaction from there. So I'm still bullish until here. Maybe this is a bearish market. Maybe it doesn't want to go much more higher. It doesn't want to go much more higher. It has to show me some sign from 15 minutes chart. Maybe some bearish parallel gap. Maybe something that is so beautiful to think about the bearishness. There is nothing. This is just simply a bullish market. So you should first understand that why you are looking for buy, why you are looking for sell. Is because this market is too far you are looking for sell? Is that the reason? Or there is some kind of price action that is telling you that you should think about the sell. Is there anything like that? No. So you should think about the buy only. There is no sell. This market is the expanded market. Why? I have explained at the morning session why I'm expecting the extension by today, even though this is the Monday. So I'm trying to tell you how to trade the market in a very confident way. Is it luck? Did I do anything luckily? No, nothing. Everything is logical over here. Every single thing is logical over here. That entry, was that logical? No, it was illogical trade. I showed you why it is illogical, because no liquidity taken. Is there even a single swing low has been cleared? No, nothing. So there is no liquidity taken. Why you are going to take that buy? No reason to push the button around this area. Those people who joined me after a bit, I would love to tell you that I have already explained that I just pushed the button to show you the power of the liquidity. I was 100%, I was so much confident that I'm going to get stopped out. Even some of you can think that this low can be protected. That is why I put my stop loss 1 tick or 2 tick below that low, so far I remember, just below that low, so that you will have no excuse. This morning session, while this market was going higher, forget about this word block trade. While this market was going higher, maybe there was market structure shift here, right? This was the market structure shift. Fair value gap. Tap to this fair value gap, perfectly worked. Man, this is luck. Sometimes this type of things happen, but most of the time it doesn't happen. It will stop you out, then it will go higher. Here, when you were, I was saying, no liquidity taken, no trade. I know a lot of people got angry on me. Oh man, you are missing this trade. I don't give a shit. If the logic is not there, don't go for the trade. If the logic is here, or if the logic is here, for example, this is inside the session, this has cleared a swing low here, a swing low, this one didn't, it has cleared that swing low, it has cleared a swing low, then give me the market structure shift. And still this is the lunch hour, so I'm not going to take this trade, but it has the logic to go for the trade. Don't go for the trade around the morning, I mean around the lunch hour. Liquidity taken, market structure shift, fair value gap, immediate reaction, 20 handle partial is in your pocket. Just is in your pocket. No confusion, nothing. Very simple price action. Push your button, wait for the partial until failure stop loss. In the meantime, you just can observe the price action over here. Did it respecting anything over here or not? Okay, everything you can just observe around this area. Otherwise, this is so beautiful. By the way, I forgot to talk about this one as well, because that was another market structure shift over here. There was another entry fair value gap here. There was another breakaway gap here around this area. Shifted the market trade. I mean, it fall a bit lower around this area, and then it went higher. I believe that it has traded the uh, kind of sniper line or something like that, maybe. And now I'm going to get stopped out, I guess. I repeat one more time. I have no idea what is the level here. I just randomly put my level over there. Just randomly. I don't have any idea if it can hit my target or not. I was just interested to take the partial. I have taken the partial. 20 handle from the order block. 20 handle from the 22 YT model. Put my stop loss below this area, which is below this fair value gap. Maybe I'll get stopped out. I'm happy with that. I got stopped out. It's okay. Is it okay? I think it's okay. So that is the PM session. Is it bearish? No, I don't think so. It's bearish. Now it's your turn to ask me the question if you have any confusion. This is not hard price action. This is absolutely logical price action with a bit more low volatility. This is just a bit more low volatility. Nothing else. This is one of the best market ever. Now, please don't judge me. I took overtrade. Here, just the order block entry is more than enough. I pushed the button here from the 22 IT model just to show you that this was the 22 IT model, nothing else. So I added one more around this area just because of that. Walaikum salam, stocks. Man, I don't know. I don't how know how to tell you, but I have did everything same as you are explaining. Sachin, I told you, brother. I only give you the reply on my private message. Only you, because you are truly trying to learn these things. I feel like that way. I know that you will leave me again. Like Gupta, Shub Gupta, he was with me. He was doing the same thing. So I was really so surprised because he was so much interested to learn these things. So I always try to reply him. Always try to reply him, and when he got something, maybe he left me. Okay, it's okay, absolutely. Maybe you will do the same. I don't care about that. But if you can learn it, I know that you will never forget that. I want you to learn these things. That's all, brother. Easy and nice price action these days. Instead of what happening week ago. Yeah, week ago there was a problem, brother, in on last Monday and Tuesday because of the contract change. You knew that that is the low probable area, so it was kind of low probable area because of the contract change. If it breaks the low market structure shift, then possible sell. We in macro. I have to ask you a question. I have to ask you a question, brother. This is my 15-minute chart, okay? The lowest higher time frame. The lowest higher time frame. In this lowest higher time frame, what is that telling you to go for sell? Cardo. I'm not telling you that don't go for the sell. I'm just asking you a simple question. This is the lowest higher time frame, which is 15-minute chart. There is no other time frame below 15-minute chart which you can use as your higher time frame if your execution level is 1 minute chart. So if I ask you from this chart, by seeing this chart, what is that telling you that you should look for sell now? Okay, please, I expect the reply from you, brother. Do you see anything? Also expansion days, so everything is working in one direction. Yeah, Kuba, at around the morning session, I clearly explained why it's gonna be the expansion day. Every single thing was very precise, very clear. Just my pronunciation and accent could be a bit harder to understand, but otherwise, everything was absolutely clear. You guys can watch the morning session beginning part here, around this part, I believe so, around 9. Yeah, from here I started to talk. So everything was over there. The way I explained it, the same way. Even I used this line, I used that line to support, make it support. So that is all, okay? But yeah, your job to take it from me and then leave me. Go someone else and maybe you will be able to learn more from them. But whatever I know, please take it from me. I request you, brother. That's all my request. All you have to do, you have to believe me a bit. That's all. Nothing else. Not yet. If 15-minute close that look buy side. Not yet. In if 15-minute close bearish taking buy side. Okay, think about that. Maybe it is going to close as a bear candle, like here, like there, just for the sake of this conversation. Like this candle, it's a bear candle, right? From 15-minute chart. It's a bear candle from 15-minute chart. What does that tell you? Why they are telling you that this is bearish? You need the PDRA. You need something that will tell you I'm bearish. For example, you look over here. This is a bullish market, okay? This is a bullish market. Then it has made a gap. For example, this is the new week opening gap. Forget about that. Here you have a gap from 15-minute chart. You have a gap there. Market trade that gap, then it has fallen. This was a bullish market, bearish gap, used that bearish gap, fall. Until then, how could you say that this is a bearish market? Maybe now it is going to fall. I don't want to see that. I really would love to see it will keep going higher for that line which is here around this line. I want to see this market will go toward that line. But for the sake of this conversion, think that this is a bearish market. But still, is there any bearish PDRA? Even if it closes as a bear candle, does it makes any sense that I'm going to reverse now? I don't think so. I need a bearish gap at least. After that, the bearish gap will be traded. Market will close below the most recent swing low. Then and only then I'll start to think about the bearishness. Until then, I'm bullish. So I'll be in 1 minute chart now. And if I find another liquidity taken here, I'll start to look for buy again. Just my opinion. I'm not saying this is a bearish bullish market or this can't be fall. I'm just saying what I'm expecting, brother. And I hope that you will get the point, and it will be clear for you. Okay, brother? Retail traders are thinking that some of them are thinking this is a very high price. Sell while it is expensive. Buy while it is very cheap. So some of the retail traders are thinking that it's very expensive price. Take the sell. Some of the people they're chasing the market. Some of the people chasing the market because trend is my friend. So there is the point. You have to take your decision very carefully. You can't fall into their trap, the market maker's trap. So you have to be very careful over here. Here, that is the entry where I fall into the trap. Why? Because just to show you how to avoid the trap, I took the buy from this area without taking the liquidity. Why? I was chasing the market. Then when the market has cleared the liquidity, now I have nothing that can stop me to take that entry. I know that it will hit my at least my partial level. At least my partial level. Then it will go higher or I don't care about them. At least it will give me the partial. Now the partial should be 15 handle around the PM session. Just for the sake of this conversation, I put my partial level around 20 handle. Otherwise, it should be 15 handle. Okay, whatever it is. So this is the theme, brother. You have to understand wisely. Am I a retail trader? Am I going to chase the market? Am I going to give my money to other people? So when it is very expensive price, am I going to take the buy over there? When it is like in the discount area, okay, here the discount area, am I looking for the sell around the discounted area? You have to ask those type of questions. Always keep asking yourself what I'm doing, what I'm doing, what I'm doing, why I'm doing that. I get the point now. Thank you. You're most welcome, Cardo. I believe that, brother, nobody is going to get angry on me. Maybe my voice can feel like rude or I'm trying to dominate you guys. Please don't think like that way. I never dominate any of you. But as English is not my mother language, sometimes when I say or when I talk, you can feel like I'm rude. But actually, that's not my intention. I ask you the question so that you can understand the logic. If I clearly say that, no, brother, I'm not looking for sell, I'm only looking for buy, there is nothing to learn, right? I'm looking for buy. Why? What is the reason why I'm not thinking about the sell? When I will think about the sell, I mean, nothing is clear. That is why I ask you the question and then I try to explain the things. Okay. I hope you'll get my point, brother. Luckster, great analysis. Hey man, thank you so much. Sir, I'm just following what you said. Like, do your trading first, then come here. I learn from me. Do it alone. Uh, have doubt, come ask, and go again. Absolutely, brother. I really appreciate that, man. I have to look for elephant in the room. I have to look for elephant in the room. What do you mean by that, Cardo? Elephant in the room? That's why I'm not following even ICT. It's just you, the wizard. Okay, man, that's a great compliment. Don't say like that way. ICT is my mentor. He's the mentor of every mentor. Now, as I told before coming to this live, I'll only come to talk about the hindsight. I believe that you guys at least got something from here. I don't know how many people have was able to mark that 20 perfect 22 IT model. I have no idea. But if you have marked that, congratulations, brother. If you failed to mark it, maybe you have marked the water block, you took the entry from the water block, congratulations to you. But yeah, either way, if you didn't, then you have to wait again. Here, there is nothing that is telling you to go for the buy. Here is nothing that is telling you to go for the sell. So you have to wait. You have to wait. Maybe this market is going to fall. I don't care. When it will fall, then it will give me the sign. Then I will switch my bias. Until then, no, no switching bias, nothing. I totally love the logic in sometimes come back to your lives and rewatch. Wow, that's cool, man. Turtle lover, where are you from, brother? Thank you, guys. Don't forget to leave a like as I have started this YouTube live. So please make sure that you have pushed the like button. Um, it will help us. Okay, my channel or our channel will grow. Okay, more people will come. More people will be able to share their understanding. I think it's a great opportunity for all of us to learn more from other people. So please make sure that you have pushed the like button. You want to subscribe or not? I don't care about that, but at least please leave the like. Again, huh? What does that mean? Siganinho. Hey, Leonardo Miguel, what does it mean, brother? Sir, how to become a millionaire in trading? How many it takes years? It depends on your psychology, brother. What is your psychology? Can you stop after taking two losses? Can you stop after getting one win? Can you do that? Can you always be with the same leverage? For example, you are taking two mini contract entry. You have to always take two mini contract entry. Can you do that? After just taking one or two losses, you are not going to increase your contract size. Can you do that? Or maybe after getting to winning trade, you are feeling very confident and you are going to push the button because you are now feeling like you know everything. Okay, you are the best. Do you feel like that way? Or if I ask you a simple question, when you take losses, do you wait for the next entry opportunities or something like that, or you just push the button because you are feeling that it's going to fly to the sky, so you just push the button without waiting for the setup? What is that you are doing? That it's all depend on your psychology. Now, for example, or for the sake of this conversation, maybe you have the strongest psychology. Okay, so you stop after getting some win, you stop after getting some losing trade, you don't over leverage, you don't over trade, you always wait for the setup, you always go only for one model, not every model. Water block, I found a water block trade, take the water block trade. No. 22 IT model, I take the 22 IT model. No. There is breaker block, I take the breaker block. No. Are you, maybe you are the master of one model, whatever this model you like, but you always push the button from the inversion fair value gap, for example. Do you do that? If you do that, my question is, if you are the one model trader, it can be any kind of model, my next question is, how many accounts do you have? If you want to be a millionaire from trading, you have to have at the beginning at least 500 accounts. You can't copy trade them. You have to have 500 account, and when you will make some money from out of 500 account, you will blow maybe three, but two funded account will give you the profit. And that profit, are you going to expend for buying more challenge account to make more funded account, or you are going to use them for your girlfriend? It's a simple question. If you can do it with the plan, congratulations, brother. You are on the way to be a millionaire. Lot of people are millionaire by trading. Lot of people. I know lot of people who has made more than $100,000, more than $100,000 within 3 to 4 months. Now, not millionaire. I don't know any personally. I don't know any millionaire, but I know a lot of my viewers who have made like more than 100,000, more than 100,000. Okay, but it's all depends on you. So make sure that what is your psychological state. Now, I can't work with your psychology, brother. I can't do that. I can show you the price, but I can't work with your psychology. You have to work with your psychology. You have to be master of yourself. I hope the answer is clear to you, brother. Gilberto is gonna. Okay, I think I will not be able to. Okay, sneaky little gypsy in a good way, like always cheating to get the best result. Gilberto is a Stigan in hope. Sneaky little gypsy in a good way, like always cheating to get the best results. Okay, I got you now, I think. How do you determine range high and low of the 15 minute? Just look for the swing high and swing low. Very simple. Like here, from this swing high to this swing low, the whole price action until it breached the high. It was the range. That was the range. All the price action was inside this range. Now, right now, the swing low is here. That is the low. This is the run. Market has started to run. So this is the low. So far, this is the high. I don't believe so. This is gonna stop over here until this line. I'll keep looking for that run. If you ask me to this leg, this is the low where the run started. This is the high where market take the retracement. So from this area to this area, this is the swing high. From here to here, there until the retracement or obvious retracement, something like that. Have you heard this say this guy made millions in a day or more than that, and he did it again and again because he controlled himself? It's easy but so hard. What is your question, brother? Have you heard this say this guy made millions in a day or that, more than that, and he did it again and again because he controlled himself? It's easy but so hard. You know Mark Douglas, right? So Mark Douglas actually gave a lot of example from his life where people are making billion of dollars by trading by daily basis, billion of dollars daily basis. Yeah, they're losing million, but they're making billion. It depends on you. As we are poor, most of us are poor, right? We don't have the $1 million. We don't have the $1 billion. That's why we are trading to make some money. Now, we people need more funded account. This is a great opportunity for us to make the money because we are not going to risk our own money. We are not going to risk $2,000 over here. Instead, we are going to risk maybe $50, maybe $100 only to make thousands of the dollar. So it's possible, but if you, this is very clear, okay? Very clear cut way. If you want to make money from trading, you are in here to make the money, you need more funded account. If you ever think that okay, I have so far I have passed one challenge account, now I have one funded account, I'm going to make $10,000 from that funded account, you'll never be able to do that. Simple, in simple way. No, exception is not example. Maybe there is one guy out of 1 million people who has made $10,000 from one account. That is absolutely different case of scenario. But most of us are not able to make the money. You need more funded account, more funded accounts. So if you want to make million of dollars, you need at least 60 to 100 funded account, at least 60 to 100 funded accounts to make million of the dollar by monthly basis, or maybe 3 months. By 3 months you'll be able to make them. But first of all, you need to be the master of your emotion. Otherwise, even if you have like 1000 funded account, doesn't mean anything. You will blow all of them if you don't have the control on yourself. Since it is more than a million in my country. It's more than million in my country as well, brother. It's kind of $10 million. I mean, 10 million BTT. Well said, Tito. Thank you, Archana. Gilberto, hey brother, how are you, brother? Mickey, was there any buy side liquidity where closed PM trades? No, there was no buy side liquidity. I have already talked about that. That was the partial 20 handle partial. That was the 20 handle partial as well. Here, the 20 handle partial was from the order block. Here was the 20 handle partial from the 22 YT model. My target was here. Just this actually tapped over there. Unfortunately, I was not in this trade already. I got stupid by the way. I randomly put the target around this area. Just randomly put it over there. I had no buy side liquid, nothing. I randomly put it and later I trailed my stop loss and you can say unfortunately market just stopped me out and then went higher, hit the target. But yeah, I'm so cool, Gilberto. Thanks man for asking. You put all pressure on one thing, it will definitely collapse. Absolutely, Sachin. That's my point. You have one account only. That means you are going to put all of your mental pressure on that account. You will have no option. If that account is gone, you have nothing. In that area, if you think like I have five funded account and I have a very strong psychology, I am going to stop if I take two losses. After taking the losses, when I'm switching my account to the next account, I'm going to let the session go. I will wait for the next session, next opportunity, next perfect model. Then I'll push the button. Man, if I take the entry here, very simple, okay? Just listen to me very carefully. That is the market structure shift, fair value gap. I pushed the button over here and I have made $10,000 over there. Okay? That $10,000 is absolutely shit to me because there was no liquidity taken. So it was not a valid setup. I was very jealous to take that entry. I took that entry. And fortunately, I got that $10,000. After getting that $10,000, I will lose $50,000 because I am a emotional trader. This to make this $10,000 is thousand times. It's not good. Even if I take the entry here and get stopped out, and lose $500 or $5,000, I'm happy with that because there was the logic. I pushed the button. Logically, I got stopped out. That's thousand times better than this win. Thousand times better because this will make me profitable. Out of 100, I will get at least 80 winning trade. Out of 100, I will get at least 80 losing trade over here by these things. I will get 80 losing trades. But here, one time I got lose, but the next nine times I'll be the winner. Proof is here. You can see over there. So even if it worked, I really didn't want to see that. But even if it would work, I would never be happy because that was a chasing market. Without the logic, that was the entry. So I am really happy to show you that it is, to be honest, I got a student. That is why I'm happy. Otherwise, the whole point to push the button will be collapsed and I won't be able to show you this tomorrow. I had the plan actually to show this to tomorrow. I'm working. I don't know if you reply to this. Which brother? Leonardo Miguel? Where can I find the sniper line live from yesterday? You'll get it from the live. Okay. If you go to the playlist, inside the playlist live. Not the playlist, I guess. But just go to the option live. Yesterday's I just make it live through the through the YouTube. And the title is Sniper Line Explanation. That's what happening to me. I have one account and I lose hope in it. Yeah, that's the true thing, Mike Mickey. I just keep is I'm not yelling, I screaming, okay? I think screaming should be the right word over here. I keep screaming. If you have one funded account, don't trade that account. Wait for five funded account. If you are not able to make five funded account and you are losing more challenge account, that means that funded account also would be gone. So still, it is happier. It's really so peaceful for you that still you didn't blow the funded account. You have the funded account. Wait to make five funded account. Then start to trade them all together. All together, man. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button. Please do that. So can you please explain price action from 8:15 a.m. to 8:30 if you don't mind? It was to take a trade. First of all, I really don't want to trade around the morning session before the 8:30 a.m. because that price action is not uh, valid to me. Okay, I really don't want to trade that area, but I will go over there with the 7 a.m. So I need to start from the 7 a.m. I would love to talk about that. So if you guys know that the 7 a.m. I have some days ago I have shown you how beautiful this one, right? So here, let me use the replay mode so that you guys can understand the full thing. From 6 to 6:30, 6:30 to 7. So this is the 6:30, this is the 6:59. All I have to do is I have to mark relatively equal highs, and in this type of situation, I don't see any relatively equal highs on my left. I have the relatively equal highs. No, I don't have any relatively equal highs, unfortunately. I have the relatively equal lows here. I have to go to 8:30. I have to start from the 7 a.m. Okay. If you have seen the question I sent you in DM, could you kindly answer it? It no, if possible. Brother Jahid, you have to ask me the question again around this area. Okay. Is it better to trade all 500 accounts at the same time or one at a time? If you trade all the funded account at the same time, that means you are trading one account. So what is the logic to have the five account? Five account means you are going to split your pressure into five pieces. Five pieces, okay? So you have five account, that means you are going to split them. So one by one, one by one, one by one. If you copy trade them, that means you are trading one account. All the pressure is gonna be the same way, one account. That's not the logic. You will copy trade only if you have more than five account. So if, for example, you have seven account, then what you will do? You will make two account as a copy trade, two account as a copy trade, and three account independent account. Okay. So either way, all the time you will split your pressure into five pitch. That's your point. That's my point. You will have five options. Okay? So you can see this is the relatively equal loss. Why this is the relatively equal loss? This low has cleared over here by a shallow run. It is called the obvious liquidity. Either way, you can see this low also has taken over here by a shallow run, so which is a perfect. Either way, this is the sell side liquidity. Okay, it always have to have some kind of relatively equal loss. 6 to 6:30. First job is to look for the liquidity taken. Wherever the liquidity is taken, if the sell side liquidity is taken from 7, you will start to buy. If the buy side liquidity is taken from 7, you will look for sell. Okay, so the next candle is gonna be the 7 a.m. candle. That is a displacement toward the sell side liquidity. Do I care about that? No, I don't care about that. Why? Because I need the bullish displacement. If I get the bullish displacement, I'll go for the buy. Here, see this bullish displacement. I don't need the fair value gap. I don't need anything over here. All I need a bullish displacement. That is the entry from that 7 a.m. Why bullish displacement? Because the sell side liquidity has been cleared, relatively equal lows, not the single low. So I would love to take the buy here around this area. Stop loss, if possible, to put it below the low, which has cleared the liquidity. It is always better, okay? At least 15 handle, partial, and then if you want to go for the buy side liquidity, if you have any, then you will go for that. You will keep looking for that. If it provide you the 15 handle partial, I don't know it. Okay, it actually didn't work. I think I don't. Just a second, okay? I really don't know did it work or not. Okay, it didn't work actually. It stopped me out and two times, and then it went higher. But unfortunately, I would get stopped out around this area. So 10 handle, I will get stopped out. Just for a bit, I will get stopped out. But that is the logic around the 7M. So this market has went higher. What it left around this area? What is it left around? You have asked me about the 8:30. So this is the 8:30 a.m. candle, 8:29 a.m. candle. It has built the sell side liquidity. It has built the buy side liquidity, relatively equal highs. Then around 8:30, which is the market open, market has cleared the sell side liquidity. There is no sell side liquidity left. All of this accumulation has been done. it should go for the buy side liquidity, wherever the buy side liquidity you will have, as well as around 6:30 to 7. So if you were watching ICT's 2024 mentorship, where he has explained that market start from the 7 a.m. Okay, so there is no other price action before 7 a.m. All the price action you have from the 7 a.m. From the 7 a.m. you will start to look for your liquidity. Whatever liquidity is made or left before 8:30, you will expect first the sell. If it left the sell side liquidity, it will take the sell side liquidity. It will go for the buy side liquidity. Around 8:30, if market left the buy side liquidity and market take the buy side liquidity, it will go for the sell side liquidity. If you have watched the ICT's 2024 mentorship, over there he explained this one from the 7 a.m. I love to look for from the 6:30. It's much more easier for me to understand what is going to happen around 8:30. So it has only cleared the sell side liquidity. Even from 6:30 to 7 and 7 to 8:30, market only cleared the sell side liquidity. So I'm more interested to look for buy. Here two type of buys are, I mean, I really don't trade this 8:30 a.m., but I think NQ Slayer, he took this trade, and later I have seen that there was the order block. This one was the order block actually. He tapped to this order block and he took that buy actually from that order block. So what there, he took the buy from the order block and he hold it until the high of the 15-minute chart. But 8:30 is something like you will start to look for the liquidity from 7. So whatever swing high or swing low market is going to make, if it has the buy side liquidity and market has cleared the buy side liquidity around 8:30, then there is a possibility market will go opposite way. If it cleared the sell side liquidity around 8:30 by the 7 a.m. area, okay, not before this area. And I don't have any relationship with this area. All the relationship is going to start from 7 a.m. So from 7 a.m. you look for that. This is all I can say in short, brother. 8:30. So that was the order block which NQ Slayer has used. I have no idea which setup actually worked here better, but of course you can do your own analysis and to find out a better entry opportunity around that area. But I'm not a trader around 8:30 area. I don't trade before 9:30. I don't like to trade. So my trade is from 7 to 7:30. That is only my area to trade. If I would love to trade the 7 a.m. kill zone, but not after 7:30. If you have any specific question, you can ask me that, brother. Okay, so far it has cleared the liquidity. At this time, if you take very less lot, that will gonna make huge profit without pressure by just seeing 50 to $100 profit on screen. Absolutely, brother. Thanks a lot with that explanation. Oh, you're most welcome, Marilyn. I don't think so that I'm not satisfied by that explanation. I'm sorry, that explanation. I'm not satisfied actually. But I'm so sorry, brother. I really don't trade the 8:30 a.m. area. I don't feel confident. But so far I remember ICT's 2024 mentorship. You can watch them, okay? I hope you will get a bit more confident to trade around 8:30. But so far I remember you have to look for the market from 7 a.m. Then you have to look for the liquidity, then the trade. If you study the ICT's 2024 mentorship, which I didn't continue because he over conflicted the things he has explained previously. That is why I stopped to watching them. But yeah, of course it can help you maybe. I'm not good at 8:30, so I'm not satisfied with my own explanation, brother. To be honest, you have good model to trade on London and the pre-market session. Why don't you trade them, or the time is not good in your country? The London session start around 12 p.m. Okay, so that means around the lunch hour. Around the lunch hour, the London session start for me, and that time most of the time I sleep. Okay, I don't sleep at night. Unfortunately, I don't feel I can't sleep at night. When I go to sleep around 10 a.m. Around the morning, and then I sleep like until 1 p.m. sometimes 1:30 p.m. Sometimes I don't sleep. In that time I keep watching the London session. Most of the time I am sleeping around the London session, and after getting waking up, like some I have some household work. Me and my mother is living, so I have to help her for something she needs, like this type of thing. So I really don't find any time in the day basis. That is why I don't trade the 7 a.m. or the London session, brother. But if you ask me, London session is too much easy to make the profit if you just believe one thing. London session is the liquidity making session. Just one thing, not every day, but 95% of the day you will see that London session is making the liquidity. And it's very easy, very easy, very easy if you just target 1500. Out of 100 trade, you will be profitable by 95 trade. There will be 5 losing trade. I agree with you. But out of 100, 95 will be 90 to 95 will be the winning trade. Just my observation. So you guys can try it. What will be the bias look like for each day? What do you mean by that? Using TGIF? I didn't understand, Kuba. Can I sell now? I would love to ask you the same question. Sometimes ago I asked another guy. Okay, I can see here is Ahmed Kate. Brother, this is my 15-minute chart. If I ask you, what is that telling you to take a sell? What is that telling you to take a sell from this 15-minute chart? Please reply to me this question because you have asked me a question. I'm going to ask you another question. From 15-minute chart, what is that telling you to take a sell? Please let me know that. I don't care about the type 1 minute chart. I'm asking you the question from 15-minute chart. This is the lowest higher time frame. There is no other time frame below the 15-minute chart as a higher time frame. So this is my higher time frame. If I ask you the question from higher time frame, maybe it is going to fall. Okay, maybe it is going to fall. But my question is to you, what did you see over here that is telling you to look for a sell from 15-minute chart? If your reply is no, I don't have anything over here, then I don't care about this 1 minute chart. What time is it now in your country, Tito? It's I have to check, brother. Uh, 12 12:58 a.m. So near about 1 a.m. Midnight. I would love to watch a movie actually around this time. Most of the time I watch the movie. But here I just came so that you guys can understand. I know that some of you are struggling this price action just because of that. I came, otherwise I wouldn't come. I had no plan to come over here. And I just push the button here. I push the button here just to show you the difference between the price and the logics. If you work with the logic, you will always get the profit. If you don't work with the logic, sometimes you'll be lucky, most of the time you will be unlucky and you will start to pray, oh god, oh god, oh god, please, 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 this time never, I'll never push the button again without logic. And you will see that your god is not going to help you and it breaks your stop loss. If you trail your stop loss, that is going to kill you, that kill your account. Bullish fair value cap is being respected. Yeah, market has cleared the sell side liquidity, so I'm more interested to look for a market structure shift to take a buy. But if there is any opportunity, by the way guys, I'm not going to stay here anymore. I would love to close the stream. I have to watch a movie. I have a plan to watch a movie, so that's why I'd love to go for the close the stream. I'm not a PM session live streamer. I try to come around the morning session. You guys know that. Just came here to explain this beautiful price action. Some of you can think this is really difficult, but this is one of the best beautiful price action ever. The beautiful way it has worked or respected the area, amazing. It was just amazing, just amazing. New to this stream, is the streamer consistently profitable or does he only teach? Thank you for any on that answer. Okay, I really would love to ask other guys to reply this trading quality only. He has asked a question. Guys, please at least reply him, okay? If you don't help me, like replying to the new people, it's gonna be difficult. So give your true opinion. If you feel like it's bad, tell him bad. If you feel good, tell him good. Whatever you feel good, just tell it. I'm not going to get angry on any of you. Just to tell him the truth. Which movie I didn't decide yet. I will watch a movie. So I'll choose one, okay? So Mexico 1 p.m. Midday. Oh, okay. Alberto, you are in a day. I'm in at night, okay? Yeah, watch your movie recommendation after. What's your movie recommendation after? Okay, Mickey, if you have any recommendation, just let me know. I will watch. I will see. I will watch it. Okay, if you have any recommended movie, nice movie, of course. I mean, if today we hit TGIF, have expansion. So, is there any tips for next day? No, next day you don't need to think about the TGIF. TGIF is done. TGIF is gone. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Mick, for that reply, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Have you? Yeah, I have watched that. Badass of Bollywood. I mean, it's kind of series. I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, I have watched actually three part. Okay, on the first season. Then I stopped watching it because it's a series, not a movie. If I'm not wrong. Thank you. Okay, I can see that only Mike has replied. Okay, trading quality only, brother. If you can join tomorrow around the morning session, you will get more reply. Okay, around this PM session, as I don't do the PM session live. I mean, live streaming. Most of my subscribers are not here. You can see that 75 people are watching. I believe that most of them are not my subscriber, or maybe they are new. Okay, so that's why you are not getting your reply. But if you join me around the morning session, you'll get your reply, brother. If you want to learn, brother, this channel is the best in YouTube. And if you want to copy trade, you can come to live streaming and copy it. Come on, Sachin, don't say like that way, man. Please, don't say like that way, man. No copy trade, no signal. I don't know how to trade. Thank you guys for being over here. So before closing, again, this was the morning session trade. All of this trade, this was the morning session trade. Order block, I told you, I just didn't push because all I'm working with the 22 IT model. Just because of that, I didn't push the button from the order block. And from the PM session, that entry I took, again, I showed you that market structure shift. The candle has traded this gap. I didn't push the button. The next candle also, I didn't push the button. I wanted to push the button here somewhere. Truly, I wanted to push the button here somewhere. But unfortunately, this was the candle I was feeling like it is going to fall. That's why I pushed the button here and limit order put over there and then stopped out. Why? Just to show you that the importance of the liquidity taken. While the liquidity has been taken, this order block trade I took so that you nobody has any confusion about this order block. I just don't say. I really feel like that way. So this is the order block you should believe. The same order block around here. That is why I pushed the button. Stop loss was just 2 tick below this order block. And that was the 22 IT model over here. You can see here. That was the 22 IT model. Entry gap. Here I pushed the button, market order. Okay, just market order. That's why it's showing the entries over there. But trust me, when it tapped to this gap, I pushed the button. But it actually executed over there. That was the entry fair value gap. That was the breakaway gap. Stop loss below this low. 20 handle partial from the order block. 20 handle partial from the 22 IT model. And then actually I got stopped out. I hope that guys you will understand the importance of the first logic, which is the liquidity taken. Without liquidity taken, don't take any trade. Even if you take it, sometimes you'll be lucky, most of the time you'll be unlucky. Thank you guys. If you have any question, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to close it. Just let me know, okay? She's one of the realist. Hey, Ahmed, that's a big compliment. But thank you, brother. Gangjong, hey, I'm here. Hey, Gangjong, I'm going to close it, man. The best ever. Don't say like that. I'm not the best. Langlachi. What does it mean, man? My English is not good. Okay, my English is not good. Not trading, just listening to. I like his voice. Come on, man. Thank you, Titu. Bye, good night. It's 12:35 in India. Oh, okay, it's already 1:05 in Bangladesh. Cuba, thank you guys. So see you tomorrow. Until then, cheers.